Welcome, Karen Drucker. Thank you. Can I teach you a brand new song? It goes like this. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Can you sing that part for me? Thank you. That's it. That's what I want to hear. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. The next part goes like this. I promise in this moment to keep my heart wide open. With every breath I take, I'm grateful. Got that? Let me sing it again. I promise in this moment to keep my heart wide open. With every breath I take, I'm grateful. Sing that again. I promise in this moment. I promise to keep my heart wide open. To keep my... You got it. Those are the moves I want. With every breath I take. Then you go, I'm grateful. Now here's the next part. I am grateful. Just like that. I am grateful. The little sign language is just, I am grateful. Sing that again. I am grateful. You got it. Sing it again. I am grateful. I am grateful. Now I'm going to do a mashup. You ready for a mashup? You get to pick any part you want. So some people keep singing I am grateful. Go. I am grateful. I promise in this moment to keep my heart wide open. With every breath I take, I'm grateful. I promise in this moment to keep my heart wide open. With every breath I take. Now, if you want to, you can do the thank you part. Keep going. I am great. This part is thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I got an idea. You can do I am grateful. Thank you. Yeah, then you guys say thank you. Thank you. And say it to each other. The grateful say to the thank yous. Thank you. I promise in this moment to keep my heart wide open. With every breath I take, I'm grateful. I am grateful in this moment to keep my heart wide open. With every breath I take. So try doing this now. Everyone go. I promise in this moment to keep my heart wide open. With every breath. With every breath I take, I'm grateful. Now just say, I am grateful. I am grateful. I am grateful. I am grateful. I am. So turn to the person next to you and tell them one reason why you're grateful this morning. One reason you're grateful. Good job. Give yourselves a big round of applause. You all are my Druckettes.
So good morning. So let's just take this time to go into an opening prayer. Let's just take a deep centering breath with that wonderful energy of gratitude from our wonderful opening song. And just hold that in our hearts and in our consciousness as we see our community blessed by everyone's presence here, by the world that surrounds us, and the universe that we are all a part of. And so we say together, thank you, God. Amen.
I will turn this off. Are you sure? The power of God is with us today. Well, welcome once again to, see, this whole sanctuary is just buzzing with electrical excitement because today we have the exquisite treat of having Karen Drucker with us today. So welcome to you all, especially welcome to our extended family today visiting from Sacramento Unity. Welcome, and so glad that you are able to join us to experience Karen Drucker with us. If you're watching at home, welcome. Sit back, relax. You are in for a wonderful service filled with music and message. Glad you're with us today as well. If this is your first time, welcome home. This is home to so many of us, and we just welcome the opportunity to meet with you after service in the social hall to get to know you a little bit better. So glad that you're with us today. We are blessed to have with us today our chaplains, and I would like them to stand as they are able. An important part of unity is the ability to pray, and these are wonderful people who are just waiting and willing to pray with you for any concern that you may have. Or perhaps you would like to share a celebration. And chaplains, thank you so much. You do bless us with your presence today. Well, it's time for one of my favorite parts of the service, and that is to light the Christ candle. And one of my favorite candle lighters is Adele. And as Adele runs up, Adele, just 1 second. As Adele runs up, the energy of the Christ fills us all, especially Adele. But I would like to invite all the students and teachers to come up and join us in this very sacred ceremony. So students and teachers, if you would come up and join us. Adele, you look gorgeous as ever. That inner Christ light that you have just shines so brilliantly and reminds us all of who we truly are. And let's try it one more time. And you did that so beautifully. That light that we just lit represents the light that we all have within. And Adele, as you come forward, we have a special blessing for you, for all our students and teachers. We're going to say this together. Adele and students and teachers, you are beautiful children of God, perfect in every way. You are loved unconditionally, just the way you are. And students and Adele and teachers, if that's true for you, it must be true for us as well. So we take that prayer in. I am a beautiful child of God, perfect in every way. I am loved unconditionally, just the way I am. And just wait just a moment while we sing to you a little bit, and then off to Sunday school you'll go.
Let's sing this today instead. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of... Sing it one more time to them. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God.
And off you go. They are so beautiful, just great. Unity of the Valley Spiritual Center is all about putting our love into action. And yesterday, our community put on this lovely event called the Spring Tea. The Great Hall was filled with gorgeous, beautiful ladies enjoying tea and sandwiches and desserts. The Dulce Cantus, our singing group here at Unity, provided beautiful music. It was a wonderful event. And I want to recognize everyone who had something to do with that event. Would you please stand so we can recognize you? And thank you for your hard service. And yes, last night we did have more sandwiches for dinner, so thank you very much. They were great. Everything was great about that event. Not only do you get to experience Karen Drucker today, but you've got to mark this on your calendar, because in October, she will be leading a women's retreat at Asilomar. Can you imagine spending that time with Karen at Asilomar? I just may try to sneak in.
I think you'd be fabulous. Where are you going?
But more information is available out at her table, so please be sure to check that out. Cell phones, that ringing just reminded me.
Oh, wait, I got a song. Put your cell phone off, just put it on vibrate. The bathroom's in the back, we guarantee there'll be a break. And there'll be time to eat, there'll be time to mingle. All your needs will be met, so please turn your cell phone off. Just had to do that.
Thank you.
Got a song for everything.
The service auction is coming up in a couple weeks, Sunday, April 29th, right after church service. Lunch will be provided. We invite everyone to attend and everyone to fill out a form to provide a service that is near and dear to your heart to our fellow church members. It could be as simple as coming to someone's house and pulling their weeds, washing their car. Any little service will be greatly appreciated. This is a major fundraiser for our church this year. When you do come, it is written here, we will be treated again this year with the cosmetic stylings of Gary. Does that mean we have to do people's hair, Michelle? Cosmetic style. Oh, comedic stylings. Got it. Comedic stylings. Got it. Again, this will be a fun and enriching time, and please mark it on your calendar and be sure to attend. Valley Book Club continues their discussion of Oprah's Wisdom of Sundays. It's a great book. I'm getting so much out of it. You see the meeting times, and if you cannot attend on Saturday, the Satellite Book Club will be meeting on Monday the 23rd at 1 o'clock. Harnessing the power of your personal presentation skills will be presented by Paul Whitney. He has 30 years of experience across the United States. Paul, what does that mean? You have 30 years of experience across the United States. Must be pretty impressive. This workshop is a must attend for anyone to enhance their public speaking, maybe I should take it, skills. Sign-up sheet is available in the Great Hall, and more information about Paul's workshop is available as well. Mark your calendars. We have Karen today, thank you God, and then following in her footsteps, David Roth. Friday, June 8th will be here. Concert will begin at 7:30. Tickets are available now on the website. Today at 12:30, Karen will be offering a concert. It is on a suggested $20 love offering basis, but nobody will be turned away at the door due to lack of funds. You've got to come hear her. some more. You're just going to get a little taste this morning. Come back at 12:30 and just experience the bliss of Karen Drucker. Yeah.
Yes.
Whoops. Got that?
So David Roth is great, y'all. He's one of my songwriting partners. I'm going to sing one of our songs that we wrote this afternoon, but do mark on your calendars to come because he's a fabulous entertainer.
After you finish spring cleaning your closets, it's time to spring clean your soul. And you'll be able to do that with Sage Tricano, April 21st at 10 o'clock. And there's a sign up for this class in the Great Hall. And finally, just a little reminder about our greeting time is a very sacred time of connection. You have some choices during this time. If you would like to hug, you're going to put your arms out and hug. If you do not want a hug today, for whatever reason, you just put your hands together and say namaste. When we see your hands together and you namaste, we know that we'll do the same to you. And we'll not hug you today, but perhaps next Sunday or maybe the Sunday after. So namaste, no hug, big hands if you want to hug. And that is it for announcements.
Okay, so let me teach you this little song. Brand new song of mine. Just goes like this. Namaste, namaste. I see the beauty in you. Can you sing that with me? Namaste, namaste, I see the beauty in you. Sing it again. Namaste, namaste, I see the beauty in you. Namaste, namaste, I see the beauty in you. Let me sing this little verse to you. In your eyes I see a light that's shining through. You radiate such grace, so I bow to you. And we sing now, namaste, namaste, I see the beauty in you. Namaste, oh namaste, I see. Are you ready to do it? Stand up, find someone, say namaste. Namaste, namaste, I see the beauty, see the beauty. Namaste, oh namaste, I see it. Namaste, namaste, I see it. Namaste, 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 I see it. Namaste, namaste, I see the beauty in you. Namaste, namaste, oh namaste, I see it. Namaste, namaste, Teresa. Namaste, namaste. All right, come on, sit down. Say namaste to someone, then sit on down. Namaste. See the beauty. Namaste, Namaste. I see the beauty in you.
And as you find your way back to your pew, we know we will continue this love fest after service in the social hall. As you find your way back to your pew, we just sit down, just feeling alive with that connection that we've just made. It's a wonderful feeling. And as we start to sit and center ourselves, the love never stops. The love never stops. Our love continues after service in the social hall. This great connection continues. We are so blessed to be here today. And as we start to center ourselves, we are aware of the presence of God. And we say together our statement of faith. There is, together, only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God the good.
So we're going to go into a little meditation time now. So if you would take everything off of your laps. And I love that the graphics today, it was a little heart right there. Because that's what it's all about today, is checking in with our hearts. So let me teach you this. We're going to do a little musical meditation. This is a Buddhist prayer. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. And may I be happy. Sing that with me. May I be filled. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. May I be peaceful and at ease. Happy. And may I be happy. So take a deep breath. And find yourself with each breath just dropping down to that place from your chattering mind, as if you're taking an elevator down and dropping down into that place that knows the truth about you, into that soul, into that quiet place. So this is where it all starts from. May I be filled. When you come from that place of starting first with yourself every morning, acknowledging yourself, that then when you greet the day and you greet the world and the people, you're coming from that place of being centered. So right now, imagine looking at yourself in the mirror and saying to yourself, may I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be well. Peaceful. May I be peaceful and at ease. Happy. And may I be happy. Now thinking about how that energy moves from your heart. You might even want to put your hand over your heart, which I'm going to be asking you to do a lot today. And imagine having that energy from your heart right now, extending to the person on your left side, on your right side, in front of you, in back of you. And now imagine that energy swirling all around in a circle and enveloping this whole room as we, in our mind's eye, see everybody like a little eagle watching this group right now, singing, may you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful entities. May you be full and at ease, happy. And may you be happy. Now let's take this energy from our hearts and extend it out from this room. You might even want to put your hands in the air if you want, like it's going from your heart out your hands through this roof to this community. And then let's swirl it around the community and let it even go out farther. Think about any stories you've read in the newspaper recently about any places in the world or any people in the world that are going through a hard time. And send that energy right there like a love beam saying, may we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful entities. May we be peaceful and happy. And may we be extended even further all around the globe. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well, peaceful entities. May we be peaceful and at ease, happy. And may we be. All right, now take that energy that you put out to the world and put it right back into your heart. Because again, it starts with us. The more we come from that place of our heart, that's how we change the world. As we say one more time. Actually, let's affirm it this time. I am filled. I am filled with loving kindness. I am well. I am peaceful entities. And I am peaceful and happy. And I am happy. Just that last line. And and you can tell your face that idea if you want. And I am happy. And so it is. So allow yourself to come back into the room, taking a deep breath. And just take a deep breath. And you're here. Anything more, or is it me? That's me. All right, I'm going to just stay in this place then. Oh, I'm changing what I'm doing already. Okay, I'm going to do this today. So I have this wonderful mentor. I always like to give her a little plug whenever I can because she's one of my favorite people on the planet. And she's a wise person in my life that advises me and gives me great advice. And her name is Rachel Naomi Remen. Do you know who she is? She's written many books. My Grandfather's Blessings, Kitchen Table Wisdom. And so one day I asked Rachel, I said, with all the craziness that's going on in the world, and I'm not talking all the political stuff, I'm just saying just all the stuff we see in the news every day, I'm overwhelmed. What can I do? What can little me do to change the world? And she said, it comes down to one heart at a time. One heart. That's all you need to do. Touch one heart every day. And in so doing, is that a heart tattoo? I love it. See, I'm just seeing hearts everywhere I go. I'm supposed to do this talk this morning. See, I should probably get that because it would remind me all the time. But she said, just touch one heart a day. And in so doing, you will change the world. And I went, song title, We Can Change the World. One heart at a time. We can change the world. One heart at a time. I see you. I know you. You're a part of me. Can I teach that to you? Can you sing that with me? We can change the world one heart at a time. One heart at a time. We can change. We can change the world one heart at a time. I see you. I see you. I know you. I know you. You're a part of me. You're a part of me. Let me sing you this next part. And my heart is open to love. And my heart is ready to love you. How about you can change? You can change the world one heart at a time. One heart at a time. And you can change the world one heart at a time. I see you. I see you. I know you. I know you. You're a part of me. You're a part of me. So Rachel taught me another thing. She said that there's this story in the Native American tradition about Grandmother Spider Woman. And Grandmother Spider Woman is here to weave invisible threads between each of us all the time. And there are times when those threads get cut. But what she was saying is that when there are times of devastation, like all the floods that happened in Florida, the hurricanes, the fires that happened in Santa Rosa, that's when Grandmother Spider Woman does double duty. And she comes and she weaves threads all around us so that we feel connected. Do you notice how when we go through times like that people are just coming out and being there for each other? Total strangers. What can I do? How can I help you? You know, I was the music director of the Santa Rosa Church many years ago, and I was asked to speak there just a few weeks after all those fires. And I called the minister and I said, I don't know if I can do this. What do I say to people who have lost everything? What can I say to them? And that's when I remembered Grandmother Spider Woman. And it was all about just reminding everyone that they're not alone, that we're all connected. So to feel that connection right now, if you feel comfortable, I want you to put your right hand over your heart and your left hand on the shoulder of the person next to you or their arm, and let's create that web, or the person in front of you, wherever you want to put it. Just touch them. Because, you know, this is what it's all about right here. I could speak for half an hour. I could tell you lots of stories. But this is why we come to church, is to feel that connection. That's it. Everything else is topping on the cake. So look around this room. This is your community. That these people remember who you are. These people remember who you are when you forget and you just go, I don't know why, I've just got to go to church today. Because they remember who you are. They see your highest and best good. And that's actually why we sing a song like, you are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. So look around at the faces in this room. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. I hold you in my... You are a part of me. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. So right now, with us touching each other, cortisol is being released in your body. These wonderful hormones and dopamine gets activated. And you wonder why it feels good to come to church? This is why. Because connection is what it's all about. So just take a deep breath one more time. Feel that. Put your hands over your heart. Give that energy to yourself. Because that's how we change the world, one heart at a time. So just keep breathing. So that's pretty much all I had to say today. So thanks for coming. Appreciate it. What else can I say? Thank you. So I said this in the first service, but I'll tell this story again because it's one of my favorites. The way that I really have come to love the idea of putting my hand over my heart is I think it's one of the best ways we can start our day. Don't you think? The best way we can start our day is simply by like checking in with ourselves. Checking in. And how do we do that? We do it first by taking a deep breath and going, what do I feel today? What does my heart have to say? What does my heart have to say? And I got that little expression. By the way, I've had laryngitis for like a week. So do you like it? So when I'm singing, especially this afternoon, I know that we have some singers in the audience. I'm going to just point to you and you get to hit all my high notes because I won't be able to hit them. But that's why I always sing a song called I Don't Have to Be Perfect, because I don't have to be perfect. But it's okay. It's all right. I'll go a few times. So anyway, so I was doing this, I was part of this wonderful little theater troupe years ago. And we took this show, it was like a puppet show, and we took it into all of these different pediatric hospitals all around the Bay Area. And my character in this show was called Dr. Heart. And I had a heart smock, I had heart earrings, I had heart shoes, I had a heart hat, I had heart everything. And my role simply was to go up to each of the children all during this show with my little stethoscope and put my stethoscope on their little hearts and say, what does your heart have to say? What does your heart have to say? And these little lammy poos would look up at me with these big eyes. And maybe it's because, you know, I was a doctor, but I wasn't their main doctor, that they could feel that they could talk to me. And they would say, oh, I'm really sad because my little heart just wants to go out and play. And I'm so upset because my parents are so worried. And, you know, and they would tell me these things. And of course, then I would, you know, leave and I would just, you know, go cry out in the hallway. But it was so sweet to see them just be able to just check in with their hearts. And wouldn't that just be a great spiritual practice to do every day with yourselves? When you wake up in the morning to just say, what does my heart have to say? You know, so my main question that I ask you today is, when you woke up this morning, what did you know, when you looked in the mirror, what did you say to yourself? You know, did you look in the mirror and go, oh my God, did you get more beautiful overnight? What is the deal? Can you be this stunning, naked and everything? Did you say that, or did you go, oh my God, everything's dropping, what's happening to me? So I truly believe that the way we start our day is the way it will be the rest of the day. So I love telling this story. I have to say it one more time. I did it in the first service, but it's one of my favorites, is that I was at a hotel and I had one of those alarm clock radios, and the alarm clock radio goes off at the appointed time that I was supposed to get up. And what is the very first thing that I hear that morning? Linda Ronstadt singing to me, you're no good, you're no good, you're no good. I'm going to say it again, you're no good, you're no... So what do you think is happening for the rest of my day? What am I hearing in my head? What is that little earworm? So that's why specifically I have made it that all of my CDs, all of my, especially my chanting CDs, Songs of the Spirit 1, 2, 3, 4, start off with the very first song is going to be an affirmation. It's going to be, I start my day with love when I start my day with love. That's what I get more of is love. Or thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. It's always a gratitude song. It's always something that's going to start me off with something that's going to be in my head that's going to have me, exactly what that meditation was, have me come to the world from a place of loving kindness first for myself. I mean, what do they say when you're on a plane? You know, put the oxygen mask on yourself first, and then you give it to your whining children or whoever, whatever. But, you know, give it to yourself first. And that's the, you know, if I can give you any message today, that is how we heal the world. We heal the world by loving ourselves first. You know, self-care, do I even have this quote here? Self-care is never a selfish act. It is simply good stewardship of the only gift I have, the gift I was put on earth to give to others. So self-care is probably one of the underlying foundations of all the work that I do in my women's retreats and my talks, because I really believe that when we take care of ourselves, when we give to ourselves, when we check in with our hearts and say, what do I need today? What's going to, you know, and even just to do this, what do you need, little thing, you little sweet thing, what do you need today? Because if you allow yourself to be present enough to hear the whispers of your heart, to hear what Spirit is saying, tapping you on the shoulder and saying to you, you might hear something like, you know that meeting you're supposed to go to today? Not so much. I don't really want to do that. And sometimes self-care means you have to be vulnerable in the world. You have to open your heart in a way that someone else might not like it. So one of my favorite expressions is from Cheryl Richardson, who says, in order to be authentic to yourself, you have to be willing to disappoint someone every day. Ooh. Can we have a collective ooh? I mean, because saying no when something doesn't feel right in your heart, saying no is the greatest gift you can give yourself. I even got a little button that says, it's a big X that says, stop me before I volunteer again. And that's a problem for me, because when I first started going out in the world, being a speaking musician and, you know, going around to different churches after I was a music director for so many years, I was all about this God-based, I'm in service. And so I would have churches call me from all over the country saying, can you come for $50 and we'll put you up in a house. You might have to sleep next to the cat litter, but, you know, and I'm like, I'm in service, yes. And I did that for enough years. Yeah, really. I did that for enough years that finally I realized I was getting burnt out and resentful. And what was happening was another expression that I loved. You could be a good person doing good service badly. Did you hear that? You could be a good person doing good service badly, but if your heart isn't in it, who are you serving? Ooh. So I have a song. So first of all, you need to know, I'll talk about this afternoon if you come to my concert, but you need to know that every song that I write, you get to see what all my issues are, because I write about everything that I'm affirming in my life. That's what I do. And so anything that's, you know, I need to make an affirmation about, I write a song so I can get it in here, or rather I get it in here. And so saying no is a big deal to me, because I'm this really good girl. I'm just a really good girl, and I want to just be nice to everybody. And so I wrote a song, a big anthem song to myself called N-O is My New Yes. And it says, actually, everyone just do this, go. So it's just like a big end of the O. And so one of the lines is, how good is my giving, how authentic, how true, when I cheat me just to please you. Ooh, how good is my giving, how authentic, you don't have to write it down, I'll tell you what album it is and I'll send it to you. How good is my giving, how authentic, how true, when I cheat me just to please you. So how many times have we done that where you're trying so hard to have someone like you, and then you turn around and go, I don't even really like them. Why am I killing myself to have them? But it all comes down to this. It all comes down to, what authentically moves your heart? And again, in my women's retreats, one of my favorite exercises is it, not it. I got this from my friend Alan Cohen. If you know any of his books, he's a great writer. It, not it. So what lights you up? What just lights you up? And what is not it? What dims you down? So to be able to do that with anything that's going on in your life right now, whether it's a situation or a project or a person, to say it, not it. Or another way to say it is match, not a match. I mean, sometimes saying about a person, well, they're just not it for me. That just sounds kind of cold. But when you say, that's not a match to me, that person's not a match to me, their energy it doesn't align with me anymore. And that's when you have to be vulnerable and willing to say, this isn't working for me. Now, here's the key about this. You don't necessarily even have to come to them and go, you are so not working for me anymore. Out. Bye-bye. You just have to first tell the truth to yourself about anything. And again, that comes down to, what does my heart have to really say about this? And here's one of the things that I also try and say in everything I do, is it's all about being gentle with ourselves. Because you could look at someone in your life right now and say, that person is just not resonating with me. I don't want to be with them anymore. And it's really more about first telling the truth to yourself and let the universe kind of handle it. Have you ever noticed that when you started to feel something about someone and somehow they just sort of floated out of your life? You didn't have to necessarily call them up and say, you are so out of here. I mean, that's a whole other thing. But the main part that I want to just keep coming back to is when you take that time, I'm going to do that. Put your hand over your heart. Take a deep breath. And just answer that question for yourself today. What's on my heart today? What does my heart feel? And just notice, allow yourself to have a few times where you ask that question maybe 3 times. And let it just arise what it is. So open up your eyes. So one of the main parts that I find that when you do this exercise is you become present. Because you become present to your body, you become present to that inner knowing. And to me, presence is what it's all about. And I think that the other reason why I'm so attracted to this concept of connecting us all and having us just even touch each other is that it feels to me like this world is getting more and more disconnected. Do you agree? Just all the stuff that's going on in the world, that it's just harder for people to connect. And, they say that loneliness is one of the main things now that is on people's hearts the most, that they're lonely because they're not connecting. And again, that's why we come to church. This is your tribe. You connect in with your tribe. And that's what it's all about. And when you're present, when you start your day that way, you become aware of other people. You just become aware of who's in your life. And, so I had an example of this recently where I was flying on Southwest Airlines and I got the coveted A position. Do you know what I'm talking about? When you get the A position, it's like, ah! And I was standing in front of this line. And, everyone else around me is with their devices. They're all looking down, like no one's even connecting. I mean, God forbid we just say hello to each other anymore. Everyone's like, don't talk to me. I'm in my device. And so I was just noticing this scene that was happening in front of me, that this man had brought it looked like his elderly mother, and she looked like she maybe had a little dementia or something was going on. And it looked like he was just bringing her to the gate. And I could see this worry on his face. And because I had done this exercise that morning, I was just present to myself. And because that I was present to him, meaning I could feel what was going on for him. And I could feel this uneasiness and this look of concern on his face. And he took his mom and kind of, gave her to the gate agent, and he started to walk away. And she was just kind of looking confused, like, what's happening? Why are you leaving? But he was like, it's okay, she'll take care of you. And he started to walk away. And somehow he must have felt my energy because we connected with our eyes. And I don't even know why I said this, but I just went, it's okay, I got her. I'll watch out for her. And you could see him visibly go, oh, thank you, and walk away. And a few times he looks back, and and so we have our plane flight, and we get to where we're going, and I always call it a gangplank. It's not a gangplank, it's the jetway. So I'm walking up the jetway, and I see her at the top of the jetway, and she's looking confused, like, where am I supposed to go? What am I supposed to do? And I go up to her, and I go, hi, my name's Karen, and, I'll take you to whoever is meeting you today. And she looks at me, and she goes, oh, Karen, have you lost weight? You look fabulous. And I kind of go, yeah, sure, thanks so much. So, we're walking, talking, and I could see the same situation happening on this end. That obviously the brother or whoever was getting her couldn't go through security. And so, he's doing one of these. And I see that, I could just recognize him. And I just said, I've got her. And you could see the same thing, like, oh, there she is. And, I bring her and I kind of pass her off. And, and she's like, well, Karen, are you going to come for dinner tonight? And this guy's looking at me like, who are you? And why are... But I realized in that moment that was a shoulder tap from God. It was a little shoulder tap just saying, here, this is yours to do today. This is yours to do. Nobody else saw that scene, or if they did see the scene, they went back to their devices. But it was mine to do, and that blessed me for the rest of the day. And I saw a video just the other day of another person who actually called them shoulder taps, that this person was talking about that he was out to lunch with his wife. And he he saw a woman come in to this restaurant, sitting in a booth just across from him. It was an older woman, dressed up very nicely, and she was sitting there for about 5 minutes by herself, and he just kind of noticed her and was kind of wondering why she was alone. But then he saw that, her family came, lots of grandchildren came in, and they were having lunch, and he just went about his business having lunch. And then when he was leaving, he got up, and again he just felt this little nudge from God, just saying, say something to her. And he had that thought originally, but it was like, oh no, that she's got people around, I'm not going to do it. But this time, say something to her. So he went up, and he just kind of bent down, and he said, I just want to tell you, you look really lovely today. And, he felt really vulnerable doing that, but he just said, you just really look lovely. And she got this funny expression across her face, and he thought, oh God, what did I do? That was maybe really inappropriate. Why did I do that? And she said, I know you. And he said, oh no, I don't know you. I just wanted to say that to you. It just kind of came to me. She said, no, I know your spirit. And he was kind of quizzical. And she said, you have to know that today was the 1-year anniversary of my husband's passing. And my family has all come to be with me today. And that, what you just said to me, is exactly what my husband would have said to me. And so he looked at her for a moment, and they had one of those little moments, and he gave her a hug, and he walked away, and he just felt so blessed by that, by listening to the call of a shoulder tap. And we all have those shoulder taps, don't we? We do. I mean, it could be literally like when your barista at Starbucks, my personal church, gives you your latte, and instead of just going thanks, that you just take one beat, one moment more, that you just say, thanks so much, have a really great day. And you look in their eyes. Because with all of this stuff that's going around in the world, to me, what it's really about is just connecting and having that. That's how we change the world. Right there. One beat, one person, one heart. So let me sing you one little chorus of a song to end. We are all angels who only have one wing. We are all God's angels. We're searching for each other. We are all angels who cannot reach the sky, because we need each other to fly. Can you sing that with me? We are all angels who only have one wing, only have one. We are all angels. We are all angels searching for each other, searching for each other. We are all angels who cannot reach the sky, because we need each other to fly, because we need each other to fly, because we need each other, because we need each other to fly. We need each other, because we need each other. So do me one more favor. Put your hand on your heart again. Put your hand on the person next to you. Because we need each other to fly. Because we need each other to fly. So listen to those shoulder taps, my little angels, and follow that. And that's how we change the world. Thanks for listening.
And as the ushers come forward, it's time to take out our tithes and love offerings. And if you're watching at home and you have been filled, as we all have here in the sanctuary, there's a little orange button you want to click and donate, and you'll be glad you did. For the rest of us here, we say together, God's love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am and have, all that I give and receive. I am grateful. Thank you.
God is my source, yeah, God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks, yeah, for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. That's the whole thing right there. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks. So I give thanks for all my blessings. For all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. There you go. God is my source. God is my power. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks. So I give for all my blessings. God gives me everything. Let's go to joy. Joy is my source. Joy is my power. Joy gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Joy gives me everything. Let's go to love now. Love is my source. Love is my power. Love gives me everything I need. So I give thanks. So I give all my blessings. God gives me, love gives me everything. Let's go back to God now. God is my source. Yeah, God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need.
God is our source. God is our power. God gives us everything we need. And when we connect to the heart, when I connect to my heart, I can see clearly that our life is full of abundance and wonder and love. And for all of this, we say, thank you, God. Amen. Let us stand now and connect and sing our peace song.
So actually, we're going to do something different than the peace song today. If you were all... Sorry, when you work with Karen Drucker, everything goes out the window. We do different stuff. So, but you can still do everything. Join hands. So this is a different song. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. It goes like this. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. That's the whole thing. Let there be peace. I am a stand. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand. Joy. Let there be joy. I am a stand. We are making a new world. We are making a new world now. Sing it again now. Let there be peace. I am a stand. Love. Let there be love. Joy. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world. 3 times. Let's do that again. We are making a new world now. Last time. We are making a new world. Put your hands up in the air. Now. Yes, it is. Am I reading this or are you going to read this? The love of God enfolds us. One more time. Let there be peace. One more time. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. Put your hands together. I am a stand for love. Joy. Let there be joy. I am a stand. 3 times now. We are making a new world now. I don't hear you. What? We are making a new. Do you really believe that? Say it again. We are making a new world now. So it is, and so it will be.